So we all want to know if the Subculture palette is just as good as the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So today I'm going to be reviewing the new palette. I'm just going to do a simple eye look just to test out the eyeshadows, and I'm also going to do swatches on my arm so that you guys can see how this palette performs. And I'm gonna do a wear test on the eyeshadows. I'm gonna take my camera with me. I'm going to brunch and I'm just gonna film myself just to show you guys how the eyeshadows are performing, and at the end of the day if the eyeshadows still look good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. So first off, the Subculture palette is basically like the sister palette of the Modern Renaissance palette. It is also $42, just like the Modern Renaissance palette, and the packaging looks similar except the color of the box and the palette on the outside is like this dark teal, and it has like the suede texture in the front, just like the Modern Renaissance palette. And then when you open it up, it does have a mirror. So the bottom one is Modern Renaissance and then the top one is Subculture, and as you can see, Subculture has more cooler tone eyeshadows and the Modern Renaissance has more warm tone eyeshadows. Okay, so I've already applied foundation on my face and I did my eyebrows, and that's pretty much it. I haven't put concealer on just in case if there's any fallout from the eyeshadows, I can just wipe it off. And I'm gonna use the brush that came in the palette to create the look. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in and I'm gonna put my hair back so it doesn't get in the way. So first I'm gonna prime my eyelids. I'm using the Lid Lock Eye Base by Tarte Cosmetics, and I'm gonna blend it out with my beauty sponge. Whoa! Right off the bat, I just barely dipped the eyeshadow brush in here and there was a lot of kickback. So it picked up a lot of pigment. So you do have to be pretty careful when dipping into these eyeshadows. So I'm applying this eyeshadow all over my lid and bring it up to my brow bone. I don't know if it's because of this brush that it makes it kick back so much. It's very powdery. I don't remember it being this much kickback on the Modern Renaissance palette. I know that whenever eyeshadows do have a lot of kickback and powder, they usually blend better. I don't know, maybe that's why they made these so powdery. So for the other side of the eye, I just want to use a different brush just to see if it's because of the brush that comes in the palette that it gave a lot of kickback. So on the other side, I'm just going to use a fluffy Sephora Pro Crease brush. So the brush didn't really do a difference. It still kicked back on the pan here for dawn, as you can see, and I barely dipped my brush in here. Okay, so this other shade here, New Wave, that I'm dipping into is not kicking back as much as Dawn, so it's probably just some of the eyeshadows that are giving a lot of kickback. They are definitely very pigmented. So this shimmer shade was not really giving me a lot of pigment, so I had to grab the eyeshadow with my finger to apply it on my lid, and then it gave me a better color payoff when I did that. thing with this shade. I had to grab the eyeshadow with my fingers so I can get more pigment. Okay guys, so this is how the eyeshadows look right now. I am gonna apply wing eyeliner and lashes and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just finished doing my makeup, and for my lips I'm wearing Bombshell by Huda Beauty. I will link everything down in the description box below. So far I do like the colors in the eyeshadow palette, but I'm not too crazy about the formula. As you saw in my video, that there was a lot of kickback on some of the matte shades, but I am going to come back later on to show you guys how the eyeshadows are performing, if they're still on, if they're smudging. So I'll be right back and let you guys know my final thoughts at the end of the video. Hey guys, so it is 3 o'clock right now, and we just had brunch for my cousin's birthday, and I just wanted to check in with you guys and show you guys how the eyeshadow looks. It looks pretty good to me so far, so it is holding up pretty well. And you guys could probably see it a lot better here in this lighting because it's daylight. So I'll check back with you guys later on when I get home and give you guys a last look at the eyeshadow to see how it looks and my final thoughts. It is 9 p.m. here, so I've been wearing the eyeshadow for about 9 hours. So it's been a pretty long day and I'm so tired. I also have a headache. Headache, go away. The eyeshadow looks like it's still pretty good and it's still on. There is a little bit of creasing here on my eyelid. I feel like it's more on this side than this side. It's not a whole lot, but the eyeshadows themselves, they stayed on throughout the day. It was so hot today. It was, oh my god, so hot. I was sweating. The eyeshadows look very good still. My favorite one is the one that I applied in the inner corner of the eyes. That one is called Cube, and it's like a duochrome. On the pan it looks white. This one looks white, but when you apply it, it gives like this really pretty pink iridescent color. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these on my arm now. So I'm gonna start with the first shade, Cube, and as you can see, it's not very pigmented. That's the one that gives us the pink iridescent color. And then the next one is Dawn. The next one is Destiny. It's like a Everest green. It's very pigmented. The next one is a shimmer. It's called Adore. Okay, the next one is All Star. Super pigmented, buttery. Next one is Mercury. The next one is Axis. Beautiful color, very pigmented. The next one is Roxy. So pretty. The next one is Electric. This is a shimmer. This one's more glittery. The next one is Fudge. This one feels super buttery. The next one is New Wave. I'm gonna start applying them up here now because I'm running out of space. Love that color. The next one is Untamed. Very, very pretty as well. It's like a forest green. It's like a pine green. Very pretty. The next one is Edge. It's like a pukey yellow color. And then the last one is Rowdy. Feels super smooth on the pan. Super buttery. It almost looks black, but it's like a deep, deep, dark purple. So these are all the shades and as you can see, they're super pigmented. They did apply very smoothly and they are very buttery on the pan, but I'm guessing because they're so smooth and buttery, so much kickback, and so you just have to really be careful what brushes you're using. I didn't really like the brush that it came with the palette because I feel like that one makes it kick back more. So if you have softer brushes, I would say use those if you do get the palette. These shades are just so pretty. I love the shades in here. Some of the shimmer shades are not that pigmented. I think the only one is this one right here, but like this one down here, it's not very pigmented, and as well as a cube color that's right here. Other than that, all the other colors are very pigmented, and yeah, I just want to keep playing and play more with the palette. The kickback doesn't really bother me too much. I just have to be more careful when applying and picking up the eyeshadows with my brushes. I think that's just pretty normal if you want very pigmented, very buttery, very soft, blendable eyeshadows. Overall, I am pretty happy with the palette. It's up to you guys what you guys think after this review. If you like the swatches, the colors. If you don't like the kickback, don't buy the palette because it is gonna give you kickback, a lot of powder. But I just love these matte colors and shades. They're just so pretty for the fall. I just can't wait to create more looks with this palette. Literally when I was trying to buy this palette, it was whenever the website was down and it took such a long time to get it. My boyfriend was actually helping me get the palette and he was able to get through on the website whenever there was a lot of issues. I know people that waited a little bit afterwards. The website was working a lot better. The palette is currently sold out on the Anastasia Beverly Hills website, but it is gonna go on sale online on August 1st at Sephora, Ulta, Macy's, and Dillard's. There's gonna be an in-store launch on August 15th at Sephora, Ulta, Macy's, and Dillard's. I want to know what you guys think about the new palette. Were you guys excited? Did you get it? Did you not get it? Are you gonna buy it? Are you not gonna buy it? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review video slash first impression slash testing out the eyeshadows throughout the day. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye! I don't want to wash these off. They look so pretty. I need to take a shower. So sweaty.